Hey Virgo, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your love reading for May 21 through 25. We're calling in our angels and guides at the highest vibrations of love and light. Because I don't want to talk to anyone else, calling in Archangel Gabriel for messages for Virgo. And this is Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placements. Any cross watchers? And here is this King of Swords that just wanted to fly out. What we're going to do, though, is we are going to look at the situation at hand that has to do with love. We're going to look at your energy around this situation, your partner's energy around this situation. What is connecting the two of you? What is connecting the two of you and your energy when it comes to this love situation? And then we're going to look at some energy that's coming toward you these next couple of days that maybe you don't see coming. We'll also pull from the romance oracle. So I'm going to go ahead and take this card that flew out though. So there's somebody who is, first of all, in their head looking for truth, but they're in their head and they might be coming across a little cold, just non-emotional. So let's put this up here in this energy of the situation, but that's what we're looking for now. Here's the energy of the situation. Here is your energy, Virgo. Here is your person's energy, and we'll get some clarification on all this too. Here is the energy that connects the two of you together, and here's the energy that perhaps you don't see coming. For whatever reason, I want to put 4 down here too. So that's what we'll do. Spirit is talking. So let's look at the energy of the situation. Here we have this masculine energy or doing energy. It's almost like the two of you are talking, but there's not emotional stuff coming forward. It's more like perhaps logistical information. And yeah, the reason being, it looks like, is because there's some kind of ungroundedness that's happening. This also looks like there's been an offer, and I don't know if the offer has been rescinded or if there's been an offer, but it's just not grounded in because of logistics. I almost feel like there's some kind of long distance relationship happening here, and there's some travel plans that are being talked about but haven't happened yet. This is also the possibility of, here we have some ungroundedness for sure. And it's like, okay, we have this celebration, even marriage card, and it's reversed. So Virgo, this would be some, breaking up of the ground rules, breaking up of the foundation. And it's very possible that the masculine energy in this relationship has decided to kind of take some stability out of this. And here we have, this would be a partnership. So this can be because there's a new partnership, or this can be because, okay, this hasn't been working, so let's recreate this, and what is going to work in this partnership? Whatever we've been doing in the past has not been working, so we need to change it up so that we can come together and be on the same page, basically. Okay, so Virgo, let's see what's going on here. I want to go ahead and I want to actually clarify before we even go on to the rest of the cards. I want to know what this very strategic planning energy is. I want to know about this cold king, or this king, or this conversation that's just about logistics. What is this about? I want to know more. Yeah, there's somebody who is planning for, it's like they don't want, they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. There's some anticipation here about things coming to an end or things changing. And tell me about this Ace of Pentacles reversed. Spirit, what is going on? There's some kind of ungrounding or taking out all of the groundedness in order to release. It's like somebody's taking on all the responsibility, and they're like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I have to stop. It's not working for me like this. I keep trying and trying and trying, and it's not working. And so I'm just going to pull out and away from this grounding so that we can look at this differently. All right. Let's look at this Four of Wands reversed. This could be the end of a relationship, but this Two of Wands is saying there's just a different way of doing it. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't feel like this is a breakup. I feel like this is a different way of doing it. We've got this Two of Wands that is clarifying this Four of Wands reversed. It's like the way we were doing it before wasn't working. We're going to figure out a different way to do it because we're staying together. So Virgo, that's what it looks like. Let's clarify this Two of Wands here. It's like, how can we ease up on each other, right? It's like there's perseverance here. It's like the two of you don't want to let go. And particularly this King of Swords, the masculine energy, is like, we just have to figure it out. I'm not seeing any cups and hearts and love here, but I am feeling lots of energy. And I'm also feeling that it's like, okay, there are just certain logistical things that we need to do. These Two of Wands, also, both of them are indicating that there's some sort of long distance relationship that just needs to be, we need to figure out how we're going to do this. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay. We'll go into some more clarification in a minute. Let's look at your energy around this situation. Virgo, this is a decision is made. We're each giving respectively. We're each reciprocating. And here we have the Lovers reversed. It's like we have to make a decision in love. I feel like this does have to do with the distance, or this does have to do with how we are each going to make time for each other. And this is the decision in love. We've made the decision and we're giving equally in order to be the lovers. We'll clarify that in a minute. Let's look at the person that you're thinking about. What is their energy? So interestingly, Virgo, here's the Queen of Swords. So we've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, and this is the divine partnership. Here's the King of Cups reversed. This is somebody who is saying, hey, this isn't emotionally working for me. I'm upset about how this is going down. And maybe that's what instigated the conversation. But ultimately, because they said something, there's victory. Wow, Virgo, I'm not disliking this reading. It's almost like we can work it out. I can even hear that Beatles song, we can work it out. Like, there's no reason to disconnect from this relationship because of the obstacles that are here. We can figure it out. I'm also feeling like this Queen of Swords doesn't, on one hand, this feminine energy doesn't want to be angry or doesn't want to be upset, doesn't want to be neglected emotionally. But I feel like she's also saying, I don't want my King of Swords to feel neglected emotionally either. I want us to figure this out. Both of you want to figure this out. I want to do some clarification. First, we'll start with your energy, Virgo. Wow, here's the Queen of Swords reversed. You're like, I'm making a decision about what my intrinsic intentions are. And I'm keeping in mind, I don't want to irritate and upset my Queen of Swords over here. This is very reciprocal. I'm really, I even want to say, I'm really enjoying this. It's almost like the two of you are really enjoying this too, because it feels different. It feels like there's a lot of problem solving going on that actually helps you be on the same page, which I totally love. Okay, let's look at this Six of Pentacles. Right, the Six of Pentacles, it's like we're in this, I really feel like there's a distance here, or there's like so much going on. It almost feels like this might be another storyline that's happening too, but it's like there are two different families and everybody's just got a lot of stuff going on. Lots of people going in different places, having to drop people off and pick kids up, and just juggling schedules and things. And that's why you're like, okay, we just have to figure out what the logistics are and who's giving more responsibility. Let's like even this out, even Steven. And here you're just like, it's just a time thing. It's not going to be like this forever. And then here the Lovers reversed, having to make this decision in love. It's like, okay, is this going to work out? Well, let's see. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it some time. We're going to try it this way, and we're going to see if this can be us. And yeah, here is the Eight of Swords reversed. So Virgo, you're saying, yeah, I can look at things differently and I can try this a different way to see if this is going to work out. And let's look at your partner's energy, this Queen of Swords. And she's saying, yeah, we can totally figure this out, and we can do this. if we can make this work and be logistical together and plan together, we can plan vacations, we can plan the future together, we can plan what family looks like together. Like, yes, we can totally do this. I want to say this, the only cups that I'm seeing thus far, Virgo, is this King of Cups reversed. So emotions are being addressed. We don't want to have emotional tantrums. We don't want to be, it's like the two of you are very much not wanting to be led by your emotions or controlled by your emotions, which is super interesting. There is passion here. There are lots of wands, but a lot of it has to do with the energy to keep things moving, keep things organized, it even seems like. Okay, I'm gonna put these back. There are two that came out and I couldn't feel if they wanted to be reversed. Okay, so this is swords. This is like, okay, also, I feel like the partner, your partner, the person that you're thinking about is saying, in the past, I've let emotions get the best of me, or the person that I have been with in the past has, and that has been our demise. That's water under the bridge. That's in the past. I don't want that to happen again. I want us to figure out how we can be emotionally solid. And that's what makes us stable and victorious. We can battle, but it doesn't have to be a fight. It can just be a logistical type of situation, right? There doesn't have to be a loser. That's what I feel like your person is saying. We can both win. It doesn't have to be a lose situation or a win-lose situation. I like this. Let's see the energy that's connecting the two of you. This is celebration energy. Here the cups come in. You're like, oh, you're building the foundation very strategically, balancing your energy and your willpower, balancing your energy and your logistical information in order to celebrate. Partially, it feels a little bit like living in the future. However, like once we can do all of this, then we can have this. But also, it's just planning. It's about planning and being able to plan together. So let's take a look at clarifying this Three of Cups, Virgo. Yeah, and a lot of this has to do with the Empress. First of all, this card just is about abundance. But if we're talking about this type of energy, this is the type of energy that this feminine energy in this relationship is, I want to say demanding, but just requiring. And that basically works well for everyone. It's like we're going to create a healed situation that we can all be comfortable with. And that's what brings us to our celebration. That's what brings us to celebratory energy for everyone. I really like this, Virgo. Okay, so let's take a look at the energy that's coming toward you that you might not see coming in this next couple of days. Wow, first we have lots of love here. So this is the two coming together and really connecting. This would be physically connecting, but this is heart connecting. This is psychically connecting, psychic awareness of each other. And this is about trust, being able to intrinsically trust yourself. So let's look at the rest of these. Here's the Emperor. We've got the Empress and we've got the Emperor. These two can make it happen. They can plan and work together and they can make it happen. And this is doing it without regrets. Doing it without regrets. It reminds me of like when people are in conflict and they ultimately say, okay, I want it this way. And the other person's like, I want it this way. And then they both look at who, whatever this is, what is most like, is this more important to my partner or is it more important to me? Am I just fighting for this because this is what I want? Or ultimately, is it really important to me and I need this? Or is it more important to them? It's like this negotiation that happens that can happen. And I wanted to ask about this Queen of Pentacles reversed. There's something about someone not feeling grounded here intrinsically, or someone not being able to trust the psychic connection. And I feel like that's what has a lot to do with all of these, I want to say, impending plans. It's like when I feel like I can have these plans or something to look forward to, then I know that you're in it to win it. I know that you're in this with me and you're planning with me and we're creating solid ground together. And then I don't regret putting all this time and energy and effort into everything. So let's clarify this a little bit, Virgo. This is looking really good. This is looking really good. Yeah, I can still hear that song. We can work it out. Okay, so this Two of Cups, this is like, okay, there's not internal conflict here. We can do that part's easy and effortless. And maybe that's why it's not showing up so much up here. It's like the love part's already taken care of. That part's easy and effortless. It's the Queen of Pentacles reversed, who's like, I want to build trust here. And I want to do it through communication, and I want to do it quickly. I don't want this to take forever to build trust. I want to like figure out what we need to do and freaking do it. That's how I want to build the trust. And this Emperor energy, this energy that you don't see coming, is going through some sort of transition. It's almost like this person is the one who wanted the things the way they wanted them, and then they're like, wait a minute, I can look at this differently. That might be you, Virgo. I can do this differently. I can look at this differently. I can really have what it is that I want if we just figure it out. And this Five of Cups reversed, not staying in the past. Wow, check that out. So up here, it's like there's some ungrounding that's happened, or something didn't feel safe, and we want to make it feel safe. And what's coming toward you is, hey, if we talk about this and plan together, we can totally, this is like, we can completely create all of these pentacles. We can completely create this solid family together. I love it, Virgo. We can create, oh, I'm hearing boundaries, but it's like boundaries with each other. We can create like a fortress together, our own world. I really like that. Virgo, I want to ask what your partner, what your person that you're thinking of, what do they want to say to you? What is it that they want you to know that perhaps they haven't said out loud? This is portals and it's reversed. What that tells me is that, talk about all of these practical things. They're not living in a fairy tale land right now. They're being very practical. Not that there's anything wrong with living in a fairy tale land, but they're saying, I'm planning for the future and I'm doing it in a very practical way. If you build it, they will come. Shadow work, trauma, or PTS talk and behavior clouds a true connection. This was also reversed. They're like, I've worked on my shit. I know what's going on and I know how to handle it and I know how to deal with it. When I'm triggered, I know what to do in order not to bring that baggage to the table with you. So this person is like really strong in their commitment for you, Virgo. And yep, unicorns are real, but it's reversed. They're not living in a magical fairyland right now. They are not sugarcoating anything or wearing rose-colored glasses. They're like, no, this can be real and we can make it happen. So dang, Virgo, your partner is not messing around. And they don't want you to mess around either. Let's ask the romance oracle, Virgo, what is going on with you? What do your angels and guides want you to know about this romance? Children. This can be inner children. This can actually be, I kind of felt like there's just a lot of family stuff going on early on, like logistical family stuff, like literally, oh, I have to be here for somebody's recital and I have to take someone else here for soccer practice and it's like juggling all of that stuff. How do we even combine families is what I'm hearing too. What else? Angels and guides, do you want Virgo to know? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. This divine timing card came up for you earlier. Worth waiting for. The Wheel of Fortune was reversed. So it's like, okay, it's coming around. And now you're getting the worth waiting for. We'll pull one more. And this is about playfulness. This children card can also be about seeing things from a children's perspective, but being playful to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So it can actually be integrating families and having that playful connection with everybody there. But I also feel like this has to do with putting playfulness into all of this strategic planning. But still, this is like this person's in it to win it. And I feel like you are too, Virgo. Okay, let me know how this resonated with you. Like and subscribe, and I will talk to you in a few days. Bye, Virgo.